Hello, everyone. This is Dave with Moonride, and I am channeling the man in the moon. So, look, I'm actually, first of all, I'm going to turn off the heater. I'm afraid it might make a little bit of noise here. So, I'm going to channel today on Pence. And people have asked before for me to channel on Pence, and I did do a Pence reading yesterday. And I'll tell you honestly, the personal life issues came up. And frankly, they were so dark, I didn't even post the reading. It was just, when you do these things, sometimes you get to some information you just don't want to know. I found that Pence has a very dark personal life, possibly an illegal personal life. Um, I'm asking Spirit this time just to do political stuff. Again, sometimes you see stuff that you just don't want to know when you're doing this kind of work. Child abuse, sexual abuse. I ask Spirit to please not show me some of that stuff because it's so unpleasant. You really feel the feelings of the people who have been through it. Right. So this time we're just going to go to for Pence, and I'm going to go for political. I know some personal stuff might come through for political as well. Okay, so here we have Pence in his office. Okay, creepy control freak. Yeah, that's just what I get. Really creepy control freak. Still, I keep getting this sort of very personal images like gross. All right. So I don't know I'm just going to tell you the image that I'm getting. I'll let you guys determine what this means. I see Pence in an office. There is a like prison cage next to him. He's got the keys, and there are young women in it. I mean, I don't know what this means. I don't want to know what it means, but it feels very, very like dark to me. So politically, I think we're going to find out something. And again, I've asked a political question that we're going to find something else about his personal life that is very unpleasant and will cause him political damage. He's looking very arrogant as he's spinning the keys around his fingers. Now, these kids in prison, it could just be the actual, the feminine aspect of our society, just feelings in general. Maybe he's got his feelings locked away or something. But I get the feeling that this is more a political issue, and that like really he might have done something very illegal and wrong. Um, okay, now he's observing this political landscape right now. Okay, so imagine you're deciding whether to go up to this podium and you're going to become the president and you're just going to go speak to people. But at the same time, you're checking out this political landscape and you're like, is this really the best idea? And I think he's thinking maybe no. Like, once I get up there, people are going to start looking at the details of my personal life and I'm going to be exposed. And, he's putting a smile on his face, but he's wondering, how can I get out of this one? How do I just seep into the background and not get noticed? And so, to tell you the truth, I think he will try. He will try to make a name for himself. He'll try to move forward, but he's nervous about what he's done. So he'll make a little stab forward because that's what's expected of him, and it will look strange if he doesn't. But he's moving up, and yeah, he's giving his speech and he's saying what he's saying. And he's hoping nobody takes him up on it. He's hoping he doesn't win because he knows that there's dark stuff in his past. Um, now, so he's making his speech, but it's a little bit half-hearted, and it's being received half-heartedly. He just needs a little push for someone to say, like, you don't want to be president, do you? And he's going to go, no, 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 I don't want to be president. Yeah. Okay, what is up with a girl in the cage? I just don't get it. Like I don't, maybe I just don't want to know what that means, but I'm not. What is Spirit trying to say? Oh, okay. So he was key in perhaps some kind of policy that, like the missing DACA kids, like he was key to some of these events. Like, children are really being harmed by something, and he should have taken care of it, and he didn't. So he's responsible, and he knows that he's responsible, and he's hoping people don't find that out. Look, one thing about these kids that are missing is that it's interesting how much people are, this was like the line that somehow was crossed. That people are really motivated to help those kids, and God love you for doing that. It's the silver lining is that these acts are so base that it's actually bringing people together to stop them. And he's kind of like, yeah, 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 don't look any further, I'll move on, right? And he's saying, nope, I'm not going to be the president. I'm not going to be the president. That's fine. I don't care. Just leave me. Just let me go, please. Just let me go back to my home in Indiana. And maybe people will never notice what kind of a person I am. Ha! The thing is, he will not be entirely successful. He'll go back to Indiana and he will be reviled. Like I see neighbors coming up and being like, "I won't speak to you anymore. You are a vile person," and so it is affecting him. He's not going to get away with, murder like Trump did. Um, and the people are really going to sour on him. Like they're gonna, like even the supporters are starting to sour on him and saying, there's certain things we won't accept, and this is the unacceptable. Um, okay, so I see a couple walking up to him like in a neighborhood, like white picket fence type neighborhood, and walking up to him and just like turning the other way and saying, "Oh, we'll cross the street on the other side, thanks." Um, I see even people walking up to him and just giving him looks of disgust. Um, Something to do with dirty money. He did something dirty with the money. Like I see a dirty sword, and he's taking money and like cleaning the sword off, and it's not blood, it's oil, um, with this cash, so the money's dirtied. People are going to start finding out more details about him that are unpleasant. Yeah, so a sword at the head of his grave. I see a sword at the head of a grave, I should say. I don't know what that means. The grave is covered with flowers. Um, what does this mean? Yeah, something to do with the deaths of children. I'm not sure how directly he was involved, but indirectly he has become um, connected to the deaths of children. I wonder if somebody didn't have an abortion because of him, contradicting his religious, foundation. Anything else you want to tell me, Mr. Pence? Yeah, it was this religion that really killed him. It was the religious fanaticism that really caused him to go into a sort of tailspin. Like a sword can be like a cross. It can form this cross. He's just grabbing it, and blood is dripping off of his hands. He was trying so hard to be this religious person that he really um, just just did something dark to his soul. Right? He's saying, "No way, I'm not going to be the president." All right. Thanks so much for watching.